galaxy is at peace.
Good evening, y'all. How's everyone doing tonight? Ugh, I am beat-ish. I've still got a few more hours in me. So let me go down the list here. Seribot, welcome. Gareth Johnston, welcome. Hello. Great Devourer, welcome. Holy heck. It's nice to see you. And Hobo, it's nice to see you too. And Fingies. Fingies, good being. Yeah, yes, Hobo, the land was actually pretty awesome. You know, it was one of those, like, you know, kind of smaller garage style lands. It was about 10 people or so coming and going, you know, lots of folks that I hadn't seen in a while. You know, and it was all around good time, very chill. You know, it was like basically on the other side of Portland though. So, it's quite a drive to get there. You know, but yeah, it was really good. So I think the next land that I have coming up isn't until June? June-ish? So I think that's like the first or second week of June. So I'm actually pretty anxious to kind of get back to normal here. You know, it'd be pretty good. It was actually also nice to be able to talk a little shop with some of the folks I know over there too. Like we had discussions about like 10 gig networking and all the compatibility pitfalls that go along with it. A lot of the stuff that I'm kind of like finding out the hard way. So it is what it is. Hopefully everyone is having a pretty chill weekend so far. Again, I apologize for not being able to stream yesterday. That was kind of a bummer. Like, you know, it's anytime that I have to skip a day of streaming, it kind of drives me a little bonkers a little bit, I guess, because it, like, you get into this routine, and then, you know, once you're just a tiny bit outside of it, you've got like this little nagging voice in the back of your head, right? It's just like, shouldn't you be doing something else right now? You know, and it was a lot of that. It's all good. We were busy too. Yeah. Guess we should probably start up Steam, huh? Fun to hang out with people that speaks your language. Indeed. Yeah. And much of the shop that I talk about is when it's not streaming related. It definitely is computer related, and sometimes folks aren't always on board with that. Oh, holy heck! Who was I? Who was I in a stream with? Who was I? I mean, I was watching. I was watching a few different streams over the weekend, and somebody was talking about in their chat, who was actually in the stream, how, like, you know, they thought that redeem was super funny, and then sometimes, like, I'll chime in too, and they can't tell if it's the redeem or me making the noise. I thought that was pretty funny. Oh crap! I have to patch. Yep, that's the patch noise. Sorry if that was loud. I forgot I haven't played Final Fantasy since they went to the 6.1 patch. Damn it. Hi, Gabe. Welcome. Hope you're having a great Sunday / Easter. So I got to play Final Fantasy a little bit over the weekend. Mostly I was just kind of doing, you know, Wondrous Tales and doing like the various little duty stuff, you know. I wasn't really having much luck with like the level 70 dungeons because like there's really only 4 that you can queue up for, and the queues were like over 20 minutes long. It's kind of gnarly, but it was like it was a fun trip down memory lane because like a lot of the stuff that I was doing this weekend I hadn't done in a very long time. So yeah. And also, like, on a more serious note, I hope the announcement I made yesterday on Discord about, you know, topics that are just like really serious, and then like creating the serious talk section. Hopefully I didn't, you know, ruffle any feathers or, you know, dredge up some negative stuff doing that. It's just I wanted to try and be a little bit more sensitive to the folks who are sensitive to those types of topics. You know, overall, I just want the Discord and the stream just to be a comfy place for everyone. And I know that sometimes in chat here, we're going to talk about some stuff that can be pretty heavy. You know, like, and we can't always, you know, foresee chat going in that direction, but we can foresee chat going in that direction on Discord. So, and when those types of things happen, we have, you know, we have a specific section just for that. Happy Day of the Egg, indeed. Welcome, Dim Something. How are you doing? I thought it was a great idea. More streamers should adopt it. Yeah, I mean, Paula and I are a member of a group that has a section like that. And I was kind of searching for an idea on like what even to name it, you know. So I ended up just naming it the same as, you know, our group thing because it was the most concise that I could think of, you know. And I agree, like, you know, more streamers should adopt that sort of thing, but, you know, to each their own. So I'm almost patched up. It's like less than a minute.
What Ahty doing?
What the Ahty doing? Lucas, welcome. Good bean. We're patching Final Fantasy because unfortunately I did not foresee. I didn't remember. This was completely my bad that I didn't patch when 6.1 was released. I should have done it right away, but I didn't. So it's like 30 seconds or so, something like that. But yeah, I'm excited because Data center hopping is going to be implemented in 6.18, which is coming in June. So that should be fun. We'll be able to play with more of our friends who are on other data centers. Which I was kind of surprised. Like one of my friends that I go to LANs with. Here we are. One of my friends that I go to LANs with is on, I think, Crystal or something like that. It's some data center that. Wow, why isn't it picking up Final Fantasy? Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this out super quick. It was actually surprised me because he's not on a US data center. Give me one moment. I know it's properties, capture specific window, yes. Final Fantasy 14, yes. Res Windows, same executable, okay. That should do it. That's a little irritating why it's not going. All right, give me a second, folks. Give me a secundo. Let's see, add. I am on the case. Ahty is on it. Window. There we go. Match title. Okay. Perfect. 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 Amazing this far into the internet verse, and it is still a pain to try and integrate systems to talk to each other. Yes, you are absolutely correct. And this is no exception. Like as soon as I patched, it's not working. Maybe I should have tested this. I want to remove it. No, Lucian, I'm not having internet problems. I'm just having an issue with Final Fantasy even being able to show its face. It won't go. It won't go. Okay. Lucian, did you have a problem with the? I think, don't you play Final Fantasy also? Occasionally. Capture a specific window. Okay. Yep, I've got it. Okay. I played the single player once. Okay. I was just curious because, like, maybe you ran into this type of a thing also, but maybe not. Capture any full screen application. Nope, that's not what I want. I might have to do display capture. Why does this have to do this tonight? I don't particularly like doing display capture, but it's okay. But this is going to be this will be fine for tonight. Can you all see everything okay? Hopefully you can. Yeah, there we go. That works. Window capture works best. Yeah, that's the thing. I was trying to do window capture and it wasn't capturing. I'm kind of wondering if like I needed to just restart OBS, but I don't know. I don't want to shut the stream down and then turn it on again. So I think we're just gonna roll it this way for right now. Let's see. Sometimes I still catch myself waiting to hear the dial-up connect tone. I haven't done that in a while, Hobo, but I've definitely done that. I didn't have a problem with 6.1. Interesting. Okay. I played the single-player ones. I've been meaning to get to Final Fantasy XIV at some point. My problems earlier today were my internet didn't like me streaming for more than 14 hours. That's interesting. I wonder if that's an ISP thing. Oh, window capture works best. I did an oops and had too much to drink and stayed up way too late in VR chat. Woke up at noon, not realizing I passed out on my bed probably around 5 a.m. Yeah, that happens. Holy heck. Hopefully you're feeling okay today. Boop. Yeah, I was hanging out in the Crystarium earlier. I was when I was doing all the things today, there were a few items that I had that were below item level 530. So I was gathering together some tomestones because I was a little short, and I was kind of pumping my item level a little bit. I feel like death, and we'll remedy it with super sleep when comforter is done and dryer. Okay. Super sleep. Powerbomb that bed. Elbow drop. We have to go to Ilzabad. Yeah, next time I do one of these extended streams, I'm calling my ISP to let them know I need uptime, I guess. Right now, I just want to get pizza and chill. Yeah. That sounds fair. But yeah, 14 hours is a lot, though. Hopefully you're feeling okay. Let's get to Rads at hand. Can everybody hear me okay? Is my voice, like, loud enough, or should I make it a little louder? Or should I just scream into the microphone? I got drunken noodles at Payway. What is Payway? I want drunken noodles. I don't know what they are, but I want them. You're good. Okay, perfect. No screaming, please. I am wearing a David Clark aircraft headset. Okay. I will keep the screaming to a minimum. How's that? And welcome, Ahty. It's nice to see you. Ah, 3-month gift sub, courtesy of Bocage Goodbean, has entered month 2. Ah, and 4 months in a row. Holy heck! Thank you so much. Payway Oriental Fast Food. Payway is an Asian restaurant everywhere except your area. Apparently, when I was living back in Massachusetts, my Chinese food restaurant of choice was called Peking Garden. And then when I couldn't have that, if they were closed for whatever reason, there was the Beijing, but it was further away. But between those two places, oh, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Royal Garden, that's cool. Kingston. You know, I automatically thought of I know where you're from, Tozu, but I instantly thought of Kingston, New Hampshire, rather than TX. Welcome. When the Satrapa asked us to entertain a party of honored guests, I was wondering who it might be. This is a lovely surprise, to say the least. Okay, so now I remember where we are. We were invited to a dinner gathering, and as Final Fantasy XIV, we all know how dinner parties usually go. So I'm literally prepared for the worst at this point. Oh, I'm getting beamed. Is V802 tube broken too? V802 tube looks broken. MFer. Oh my god. Is today Friday? Is it the 13th? Let me see what this... Okay. I am a bean. Bean! I'm trying to be nice because Ahty is wearing an insane headset. It deleted my tail. Wingardium tail delito. I also threw too much money at Moss last night. I need to eat ramen until Friday. Oof. But upside Tozu, you really made Moss's night. That was a heckin' awesome birthday. I didn't hear it actually do the Ring tailus, deletus, yeetus. By the way, I heard all about Kazal from your friend Grahatia. I understand there was nothing that could be done, but I was heartened to hear he meant us no harm. I cannot thank you enough for dispatching the beasts. As the smallest token of our thanks, your food and drink tonight are Merid's treat. Speaking of which, what shall I start you off with? They're making another Ni no Kuni game. I have not played Ni no Kuni. Okay, as nostalgia would go, I'm gonna do a piping hot mug of chai, please. Because I need to be calmed down after what's all happened. As you wish. Pray join your friends, and I will bring you your drink. Here we go. Welcome back. Whatever did the Radiant want with you, pray tell? Our allies have sent military delegates? That's news to me. Mind sharing the details? Wait, I saw something about Ni no Kuni earlier.
So blasphemies now plague all the realm.
Yeah, that's not good.
It will only get worse if what Father said is true, as it did in Amarot.
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread? As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
That's grim.
Here's your order, friend. May you find comfort in these dark times.
Where do we go from here? If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing. We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental cause. Before our strength is exhausted, before this crisis spirals out of control. Is there something, anything we've overlooked?
If there is an answer, Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiac and forestalled the final days. Alas, we have heard naught from her since the Tower of Babel. Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate. Even the flower she gave us is no more.
In our time, we called it Elpis. You would do well to remember that name. Damn, Ahty. I didn't know you were capable of spawning a second tail. Oh yeah, apparently I can. Yeah, my hotkeys are not working at all. That is the weirdest thing.
So advised the Watcher. What could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
So, I think it's curious that Elpis... I mean, it's a different game, but like, you know, Borderlands, the pre-sequel, the moon which you're on and playing the game through, that's like, you know, orbiting Pandora is named literally Elpis. I wonder if it's
Most
actually
surely.
moon related.
Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Just picturing normal Ahty with the beam tuber tail. Yeah, basically. That would actually be pretty funny. I would it would make it look like a little bobcat tail.
Another dead end. And quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
Oop, pop.
Not alive as such, but not quite dead. Elidibus.
Oh, that song.
I sealed him in the White Auracite of the Crystal Tower back on the first. Contained within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea, naught may remain of his soul. However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with him there. I know we can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can.
Interesting. It's worth a try.
Yes, we can but act and hope for the best.
If nothing else, should we learn the first is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure, should it come to it.
And why we have nothing to lose by staying the course till the last instant.
Indeed. To the last, let us all do what we can. I will consult with Master Matoya and see if she knows of a way to reach Hydaland from the Ethereal Sea.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Keep me abreast of your findings. I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats, if only to slow the spread.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to harry us time and time again. But when they do, remember this. Your friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
So ends the brief respite before the next revelation. Yes, so much left for you to see. Where beginning ends, and end begins.
Oof. That's some foreshadowing. Ahty, may I ask? You absolutely can, Lukos. What did you do for Easter? Well, I was in a garage that it was converted into a miniature LAN party hall and sat with some dear friends of mine and played video games and ate junk food. Oh my god, no one Fox! No one Fox, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much, you sweet, sweet bean. How was your stream tonight? How was Final Fantasy? Reward on cooldown? What? This is what? Oh, that reward. Yeah. It has a 60-second cooldown. Yeah. It's been getting a little... I do enjoy the chaos and the gremlin energy. That is the core of this channel. But, like...
No.
It has to be brought under control every now and then. So basically, like, you know, I put it on a 60-second cooldown until I can pipe the audio from those alerts specifically into a different channel through my OBS. Because if I can do that, then the VODs will be more watchable, I think. To prevent things from getting old, yeah. Besides, it's, oh no, it's not. It's 5 butt coins. I wouldn't lock the behind bits. Although I might add some bit things in the future, but I've been hesitant. You know, it's kind of one of those things. But holy heck, hope you had a good night, Nolan. Oh my god. I forgot about that one. I might need to turn down the volume on that one, but sorry, Ahty. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Thanks again, Nolan. You're amazing, and thanks for the biddies. Oop, and I owe you a pop too. There we go. Yeah, I gotta turn down the volume on that one. I totally forgot that I did that. I did that one. There's that one, and then there's a Shart also. I think Lukos was the first person to do the Shart one, and the last one. I have an audio report for you. What? Yeah, no, we're not pushing the Shart button. It's not bad. It's not super loud. Although when I was playing Halo, I was sneaking around with a sniper rifle, and then I think it was a sniper rifle, or I was trying to sneak up on some Covenant, and then Lukos let it loose. I think there's a clip. There's a clip or a highlight in my channel of the whole thing. It's like suddenly a Shart. When you were standing in the Aetheryte Plaza, the piano music was dragging, but everything else sounded right. I doubt there's anything you can do about it. Yeah, Twitch just might be weird to me. Now, then, is there anything we've forgotten to mention? Are your arms and armor in good order? They are. Of course they are. It's the Warrior of Light, come on. In that case, it's time we each attended to our tasks. When you arrive on the first, give my regards to Reen. Tell her I miss her. It's almost like the game was doing that to indicate the time dilation effect in the plaza. Interesting. Take this, Ahty, my spirit vessel. Empty now, of course, but it should allow you to operate the tower's systems in the umbilicus. Jurassic Park. Oh, Jurassic Park. Thank you, Lukos. That kind of broke me tonight, not gonna lie. That's funny as heck. Even the smallest fragment of Elidibus's essence remains. It should be possible to locate it. As for access to the umbilicus, pray seek out Lena for assistance. Chances are she still stands watch at the Ascensor Gate. Should she or anyone else ask for me, tell them I am living my life to the fullest, that I am happy, hardships and all. I can't wait to buy my own vids. Well, we had best be on our respective ways. God's willing. we will see each other again ere long. Alright, to speak with Lena in Norvrant. Plus, Ahty, how do you feel? What? About making the current Buttcoin redeems have a bit redeem copy. You might have to elaborate a little bit on that. Oh, oops. I should probably summon Nugs, the Nugginator, this way. There we go. The option to use them regularly or just throw in some biddies to play the sound. Like, play the same sounds? Like, people could either choose to use butt coins or bits to play the same things? I mean, I guess it's possible. Yeah, I could do something like that. It supports you after all. Yeah. You know, it's not a bad idea, and I would expect that, you know, folks would be using the butt coins primarily because, well, I mean, you don't have to pay anything for those. You just accrue them by watching. But, I mean, if people would choose to do the bits thing, then, I mean... yeah, I could probably do something like that. And actually, I mean, I could probably get a start on it tomorrow night, because tomorrow night I have an off night, because Paula and I finished our Portal stuff. Yeah, okay, let me work on that, Lucas. I think that's a good idea. Where's Lena? Although, since they're used so often, maybe they could go for less bits than the Shart and the that's true. Okay. Yeah. Ahty, you're returned. I can hear her voice in my head. She's one of my favorite characters. I really like her a lot. And you know what? I think the reason why V802 is broken is I want to say that the other computer I use for streaming, like when I was at PDX LAN, I was streaming with that one. I think I have like all of my stuff stuffed into Dropbox, and I sync it between the two computers. It's supposed to act the same between this computer and that one, but for some reason it doesn't. And I think it's because of the hardware difference, and I think I inadvertently broke my main streaming setup by merely turning the other computer on. So I think that's probably what happened. Have you been well? You and the others? As well as can be. Full glad am I to hear that. I trust my lord is enjoying himself. He is hale and whole. He said this to you? These exact words? Oh, to know that he is happy, it fills my heart with joy. Thank you, Ahty, for taking care of him. When next you see him, please tell him to not overexert himself. Futile a request though it is, yeah. And tell him that all is well here. The peace you gifted us continues, and we work hard to build new lives for ourselves. In the course of this, we occasionally bicker, but we've never been more optimistic for the morrow. Hiya, King Pine Martin. Welcome. It's so nice to see you. You good bean. If I had to mention one dilemma, it would be the question of our governance. Even as we speak, debate rages on over how we should run the city in the Exarch's absence. Pine, I'm doing fantastic. I had a LAN party this weekend, and yesterday was fun. You know, it was nice to hang out with like a bunch of my friends. You know, we don't really see a ton of each other anymore. Ryu, welcome. We don't really see a ton of each other anymore because, like, yeah, I frankly haven't been going to as many LANs because they've been. A lot of them have stopped becoming a thing. You know, so a lot of the larger ones that are left, but a lot of folks have just kind of like moved on and don't really have LANs at their houses anymore. And some of the smaller commercial ones.
What Ahty doing?
That, like, you know, you pay admission for have kind of gone through by the wayside. But it was just nice to see everyone. So Pine, we are actually we're forging ahead a little bit in the MSQ tonight. So it would appear the world is coming to an end slowly. So we're paying a visit to the first, where we spent the whole of the Shadowbringers expansion. Yeah, it is really nice. You know, of course, like, you know, people have like like their happy stories and bad ones, of course, but like, you know, it was just nice being there. So, and like the next LAN party isn't until June, so there's going to be a couple of months of normalcy. And that sounds pretty good too. But it's really nice to see you, Pine. I hope you're well. Most are of a mind that the Settlement Council should continue to oversee the general running of the Crystarium, while representatives are elected to determine policy and handle diplomacy. Thus far, nothing is set in stone, but however we choose to proceed, we will not replace our Lord. No one could. I'm alright. Been stressed about some stuff, but it is alright. Well, I hope that stress passes soon. And you know, you can, if you want to chat about it and just get stuff off your chest, you are certainly welcome to do so. Have we recently observed any unusual phenomena? No? I cannot say there have been. Curious that you should ask me this question, though. Some days ago, Reen came and asked the very same. She was rather unsettled, in stark contrast to how cheerful she has been of late. I also just did a silly oof. Was doing some speedrunning and forgot to start my timer. Oh, oops. That happens. Reen asked about it. Okay. She is more in tune with ether and stuff like that, so this is gonna be interesting. Gareth, welcome back. How are you doing? Reen has been dedicating herself to the restoration of the empty, you see. Oh yeah, that's right. Though it will take many long years, the goal seems to have given her a newfound sense of purpose and fulfillment. So when I saw her in a state of such worry, I couldn't help but feel worried in turn, especially since she wouldn't tell me what troubled her. Oop, pop. Ooh, lots of those emotes I haven't seen before. Corgi Cam, okay. I follow Corgi. His more recent follower. Lupus de Wolf. I haven't heard of them before. Definitely check them out. I dare say she would be more willing to confide in you. May I ask you to broach the subject with her? You wish to enter the umbilicus? Very well. I shall fetch the key at once, and take the opportunity to find Reen. Please wait for me in the city, in front of the Cabinet of Curiosity. Shall we say... I will be along as soon as I can. I could TP back, but I think running. I think running with a chocobo would be better, just because it's been a while since we've been back here. So a few streams ago, I mentioned the possibility of us. Of me streaming Final Fantasy VII Remake. Unfortunately, that might be pushed out a little further than I anticipated, because what I didn't realize, it was Epic exclusive, at least for right now. And, yeah, I really, this is just me, and I'm not saying that this is like what how everyone should feel about it, or what everyone should do. But I really don't want the Epic Game Store on any of my PCs. I really don't like the idea of store exclusives and things like that, so I'm just going to wait until it comes to Steam. Cabinet of Curiosity, so let's go to a crystal. I think I'm nearby one. Yeah, okay. I'll just use Ethernet like this. Cabinet of Curiosity. Yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, I don't... How many launchers can one have on their PC before it's just enough? You know, I've got Origin, I've got Steam, I've got the launcher for Final Fantasy VII, not Final Fantasy VII, but Final Fantasy XIV. It's like, there's all this stuff, and I'm just like, enough is enough, you know? Unfortunately, Square decided to accept the deal. Yeah, true. But we'll see how long it's going to be exclusive. It can't be exclusive forever. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Okay. Here we go. I am very dumb. Did not start my timer again. Oh, it is what it is. Do my old eyes deceive? Is that truly Ahty? Wow, it's her. Beck Lug. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. Ha! It is! Full glad am I to see you hale and whole, my friend. What a wonderful surprise it is to have you back with us, and at this most opportune time. In case you haven't heard, we are planning to produce a tome chronicling the events from the Flood to the Knight's return. For this project, we intend to draw upon records kept by the world's peoples. I heard those toenails coming. Click, clack, click, clack. Historical and contemporary first-hand accounts will be the centerpiece of the tome, but yours would be the one to crown them all. I've been asked to contribute a chapter on the soul, a subject that is key to understanding much of your endeavors. In the course of developing the spirit vessel, I gained valuable insights into travel beyond the rift. Knowledge that will allow me to attest to your existence and deeds. There is no end to the questions I would ask you, but if you could indulge me just one for now. In your quest to restore the night, you faced many a formidable foe. Among them, who offered you the greatest struggle? Ooh. I would have to say Hades. Origin, Uplay, blah 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 blah. Yep. No thanks. Can we please just have one launcher where everyone can easily navigate games without taking up useless space? Thank you, corporations. Yes. I don't think that's too much to ask, Lucas, honestly. Or just like, or just one launcher that was neutral, just completely neutral, that just aggregated all of the data from all of these different storefronts. Kind of like a shopping mall, so to speak. So literally, we could have one launcher. Galaxy 2 launcher from GOG was supposed to, yeah. Welcome, Stinzik. Hope you're well. Ah yes, Hades. He who sought to resurrect his ancient brethren. He was the final obstacle in your quest to restore the night. Your battle in the depths of the Tempest, the stuff of epics. Yeah. And also, it was just like, it was a really emotional time too. I mean, and the whole deal with Emmett Selk, yeah, that was really emotional. Holy heck! But also the stuff with Hades was just, yeah. Oh my gosh. I use this thing called Windows Explorer. Yeah, I see what you did there, Ahty. Yet compelling as it is, I worry that mere words wouldn't do justice to that faithful confrontation. Not that we would think to omit it entirely, of course. No, at the very least, we will impress upon readers that it was the climax of your hero's journey. I know you'd love to talk her ear off, Morin, but we really should be on our way. Those documents from Yulmore won't collect themselves. Of course, of course. And afterwards, would you care to join me for tea? I was hoping you might clarify a few points on your treatise. Till next time, then, do tell the others to look after themselves. Our overzealous friend in particular, remind him not to overexert himself, again and again till his ears fall off, if that's what it takes for him to take it to heart. Honestly, Beck Lug reminds me of... gosh, the Dark Crystal. Y'all remember the Dark Crystal movie? Beck Lug reminds me of the big slow-moving folks that are not the Skeksis, but the other ones. I can't remember the name for them. Oh my god, that tail, right? Is that the Warrior of Darkness? Ah, the kidlets. It's her. It's really her. What are you doing here? If you're going to battle, I can give you some medicine. I made it myself. Best not, Riki. You'd only give her a stomachache. We've come to see Morin to get his advice. One of the guard finally agreed to teach us how to fight, but first, we need to choose a fighting style. While I know I want to be a mage, Arkeel isn't sure. Bocage, welcome. Thank you so much for the lurk. I hope your night is going well. Magic isn't really my thing, so I was thinking of taking up the axe, or the sword, or maybe the bow. They all seem alright. But it's hard to decide. So I thought to ask Morin. He knows about lots of things. He isn't here? Aww. Much love, Beans. Hope all is well. Hyena Bangs, welcome, you sweet bean. Things are great, and I hope you're well. Oh! Why don't you have the Warrior of Darkness choose for you? What do you think suits Arkeel best? Axe, sword, or bow? For protecting your friends, the sword. The sword? If you took up the sword, you could be just like... Brandon, the Warrior of Light. Who's Brandon? Oh, okay. I love that tale. Let's borrow the book today. It's really popular, though. I hope it's still there. Thanks for helping me decide, Warrior of Darkness. I'll start with that style, and maybe try something else later on. And when I get really strong, I hope to have a bout with you. That's funny. I keep coming back to that purple tree, though. Such fun she's been having basking in the adoration of musty old bookworms and wide-eyed younglings. But does she spare a thought for me? Of course not. I waited and waited and waited, but she won't so much as acknowledge the presence of her beautiful branch, even though they're right here. Such a heartless thing our sapling is, cold and cruel and heartless. O faithful Feoul, loveliest of branches, how I have missed you. If you truly missed me, you should have cried for me at the top of your lungs the instant you arrived. To make up for it, you will call me with twice the passion next time. Though for there to be a next time, you've some few struggles to overcome. So, my adorable sapling, the world is on the verge of destruction, is it? How do I know this? Joined as we are, spying on you is as simple as sliding down the back of a rainbow. Would that I could aid you in your quest, but the fate of we Fey folk is bound to that of the star. Whither it goes, so too do we follow. Such is our way. The most I could do for you is spare you the pain, by gifting you the sweetest of eternal dreams. But if escape's not to your liking, then you must struggle with your fellow mortals. Ah, but here are the ones you were waiting for. I wonder, what manner of conclusion awaits at tale's end? I love Feaul. I can tell why she is Trinity's favorite. My apologies for the delay. Ahty, it's so wonderful to see you again. You doubtless have much catching up to do, so I shall leave you to it. I've taken the liberty of unlocking the umbilicus, and you may enter at your leisure. So that is a cool character. I love what they did with this. And a Reaper too. Very cool. I love the ear tuft. That's so cool. I'm relieved to hear that everyone is well. I've had this feeling, like a pit in my stomach, and I was afraid that something might have happened. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but it's just that I'm the Oracle of Light, but I've never spoken with Heidelin, never once heard her call. Even so, I've always had this feeling deep inside me, a connection to something immense. These past few days, though, that connection has wavered. As if that immense something was distant, then close, then distant again. And then, the other night, I was jolted awake by the feeling it had been completely severed. Wanting some fresh air, I went to the open window, and to my horror, the sky was ablaze, like during the star shower. Uh-oh. But then I blinked and everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing. No one else had seen what I had seen. Oh, it was a premonition, maybe. As far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was a figment of a half-remembered dream. Ahty? What are you not telling me? I have to know. Please. It doesn't matter how terrible it is. It wasn't my imagination then. The doom we witnessed in Amarot has come again. I can't believe it. Like I told you before, all is well here in the First. So don't worry about us. Please, look only to the threat before you. We're fine right now, and even if we weren't, we've learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be assured we won't go quietly. No, we'll hold on until you can find a way to save all our worlds. So long as you continue your fight, so too will we. United in purpose, beneath a blazing sky. heavy stuff. You're headed to the Umbilicus to consult with Elidibus, right? I'll do some consulting of my own and speak with Lena. Decide how we might best prepare for the final days. So it's farewell for now, but we'll see each other again, I'm certain of it. Oof, it has been a long time. I'm having some rather emotional things come back to me that had to do with that door up there. Have I said lately how incredible this game is? Mistress Ahty, welcome back. The captain has told me all. Give the word and I will show you to the occupant. Yes. Wow. The Cat 467. Welcome back. Hello.
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business. Acknowledged. Reinitializing Circus Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity.
Doing pretty well. Doing pretty well tonight. A little tired. It was a busy weekend. But doing pretty well. Hopefully your night is doing okay.
Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream.
Oh, Elidibus.
You. Why have you awakened me? I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all. So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star. The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear. But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation. Such knowledge as I have, I will share.
Thank you.
I do this not for you. I merely perform my duty, as I have ever done. Where to begin? Ah, the end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him, Fandaniel. Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him, long, long ago. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation, so consumed by self-loathing and hate. Elpis. Yes, the name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place. A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there, and before joining the convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes. That is all I know. The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived. Wait. I saw you there. In Elpis. No. I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility. And a truth that fills my heart. My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course. You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief.
So the creator of the Ultima series is making an MMO based off NFTs. I don't know what to say to that.
In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower, which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment. Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you. Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change.
Ahty, oh my god. Hang on to your small clothes. This is gonna get weird. Yep.
For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days.
Aw, no paradoxes. Yeah. Welcome, Bunny Cat. It's nice to see you.
You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come. In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey? Very well. I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act. You must input the commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic.
This is interesting.
The preparations are complete. The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the ocular. All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded. The magic should consume every last mote of my essence. Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act?
Oh, Elidibus.
Lord Zodiark is no more. There is nothing for me here. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting. In that promised land, beyond memory and dream. Now go, warrior of light. Go, and do not look back. Well, Hydaelyn, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us. May you have the joy of it, the burden, and the solitude. It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
Goodbye, Elidibus. I'm like Ardbert. Remember him? Mr. Charles, welcome. And yeah, it is the worst possible news somebody could walk in on. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Tozu, like with every fiber of my being, I hope it fails miserably. I really do. It's just stupid. Stupid. Ah! It's okay, he won't be very successful, yeah. One can hope. Ah, Shaban! Shaban, holy heck. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much. How was your stream tonight? How was No Man's Sky? And welcome raiders. It was fun as always. Holy heck. When I was at my LAN this weekend, you know, folks were really talking about No Man's Sky. And like, it's just, I've got to play it. I have to play it. Siobhan. Okay. Where did I... I think maybe the reason why I was saying it wrong that whole time is because I heard Ramia... Or I heard Ramia say your name, but I think I misheard what Ramia was saying, and that's what I picked up on. Siobhan. I will remember that. I apologize. Ramia would have said it right, yes. Absolutely. But I think I misheard what Ramia was saying. Because V's sound like B's sometimes. And plus I don't have the best ears despite my avatar. But I apologize for saying it wrong basically this entire time. I'll remember it. Ahty is pronounced Udi. Sorry, I don't make the rules. No problem, it's an uncommon name. But it's an excellent name. It's awesome. I love it. But holy heck. Yeah, so like we get catapulted back in time as Elidibus's very last act. We were catapulted back in time, and I'm a ghost. I'm transparent. It's an aetherite-like device. What is this all about? The device is reminiscent of an aetherite. Perhaps it is possible to attune with it. Despite attempting to channel and focus your energies, you fail to attune with the device. You can only assume it operates differently. Yeah. It's a pretty interesting place. I can see you're clearly being opaque about yourself. Yeah, I mean, there's opaque, and then there's transparent, and then there's too transparent, and I think I have... This is a result of oversharing. Let's talk to Giant Man. About to leave since I'd want to sleep earlier than usual. Okay. Take care, Luco. Sleep well, okay? Have a good night. And thank you so much for coming by. Ahty has gone half-tone, indeed. Same here. Comforter is in dryer, getting super fluffy, and then I'm going to turn myself into a bed burrito. Oop, pets. Ooh, that's the wrong pets. I'll just give you all three. How's that? You earned it. Yeah, I don't blame you, Tozu. I'm gonna be a bed burrito before long also. Why did my tail come back? What in the hecky? Okay, there we go. Now it's fixed. A nice shade of taupe. If people ask why I stay off VR chat, I lose all sense of time and stay up way too late. Yeah, that's a mood. Though you could leverage your phone, set alarms for yourself and stuff. The remarkably large man wears a black robe and a half-mask, much like the phantoms you encountered in Mare Lamentorum and the recreated Amarat. It would seem you have made it to your destination. You gesticulate wildly and shout all manner of greetings and obscenities, but the man does not so much as glance in your general direction. Well, it's as Elidibus stated. I can't do anything. What obscenities are you shouting? The HMD kind of obscures all that. I don't know. Is it the 7 George Carlin said you could never say on TV? Tozu, you are dredging up things from my childhood. And yes, probably. Probably something about elderberries. Probably, also. This is the right place, yes? Propylion? Judging by the woman's words, the facility is called Propylion. You attempt to gently prod the woman to attract her attention, but feel nothing, and it seems neither does she. George Carlin was a man after my own heart. Same. And what quite a few people don't realize is George Carlin was a brilliant, brilliant guy. Honestly, like, you know, if you get past all his comedy bits and actually watch some interviews with him, He's probably one of the most... He's probably one of the better spoken people. And, like, you know, just all the stuff he says is just... I think that guy existed on a different plane of existence from the rest of us. Okay. Guide-like man. Okay. All he wanted was a place for his stuff. Have you ever noticed that anybody driving slower than you is an idiot, and anyone going faster than you is a maniac? Oh, yes. I saw plenty of that today. When I was driving, like, basically across Portland, you know, back home, and then back and forth. Just, it's like, oh, idiot. Oh, what a maniac. It's so true. My God. The man stands dutifully by the aetherite-like device. A guide for this facility, in all likelihood. You attempt to get the man's attention, but if he sees or hears you, he gives absolutely no indication. As Elidibus warned, it appears your form is intangible. And honestly, we never talked about how I was getting back. Never once did we speak about that. You suspect this door leads outside, but how to open it? You gotta wait for somebody else to open it.
And here we are, Elpis.
Is that who I think it is?
Well, well. How rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor?
Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while.
You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Yep, it's exactly who I thought it was. He can see me.
Satisfied?
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
By the by, you see it too, yes?
The cute warrior of light.
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
But he does.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's. Do you suppose she created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Interesting. All this time, Azem, I assumed, was a dude. But Azem is a lady. Interesting.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's her spitting image.
So for the folks who don't know in the chat, this is Emmett Selk. Though Emmett Selk doesn't look like we normally. This is really interesting.
So let's leave it be. Come now.
Corrosia, welcome! Holy heck, thank you so much for the raid!
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words.
Thank you so much for the raid. Holy heck, how was Life is Strange tonight? Sorry I couldn't do much more than just lurk. I had literally just gotten home from a LAN party when I popped on. I only had a few minutes. And also I couldn't bear to witness any spoilers, so I had to just like quickly lurk and then just say a thing, and like we finished it. I cried a lot. Oh. Was it good though? I mean, like, was it like, if you cried, then it's good. You know, if a game moves you to that, that is masterful storytelling. Definitely the best Life is Strange to date. 200 out of 10. That is quite a recommendation. I have to play it. Heck. Oof. And holy heck, Corrosia, look where we are. It was good to have some people around to cry with, yeah. I'm really glad you enjoyed it.
Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Indeed, I see you're in the Redacted, wherein you're going to Redacted and also meet Angry Shoebill. I've seen Angry Shoebill around. Like earlier today, I was doing some duties and stuff, but I popped in at the Crystarium, and I was like applying glamours to new gear that I got because I got some 536 stuff. You know, I wanted to carry forward my look that Tozu was incredibly kind to gift me. So naturally, when I get new gear, I have to apply those glamours to the new gear. And wouldn't you know, someone we all know and fear and love was sitting on my table. It was the Angry Shoebill. Enjoyed it as an understatement. It felt real. It felt like I was with everyone, part of everything, part of the place. That's just incredible. Holy heck.
Who do you take me for?
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded?
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
I love him so much.
You may open your eyes.
Oh, you even adjusted its size.
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
How very thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings. I am Hythlodaeus, Chief of the Bureau of the Architect.
Ah, Hythlodaeus. Ah, I see.
Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14.
Emmett. So this is what Emmett looked like in those days. Interesting. He didn't look like a Garlean. He didn't have this brown hair with this little tuft of gray. He looked like this. Glad to have senseless musings there, yeah. As well as others, obviously, yeah. I must apologize, but I need to check on Grandpa, get some food, and think I'm going to debrief from everything in Discord, okay? Sorry for not sticking around, really and truly. I hope your stream goes well, and everyone here should remember how wonderful and valued they are. Thank you, Kuroja. And really, you would... I hope you do realize and get reminded often how special and great you are. On how much you give to other folks and how happy you make, at least you make me feel amazing all the time. And it's really, I'm really proud to know you. You're a heckin' good bean. And hopefully you were around to hear that.
Not.
Aww.
And how might we address you, my new friend? A fine name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words.
Good night, Kuroja.
So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here. You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question, then.
Ah, Ruby, welcome.
What brings you here?
Ruby, did you come in on Kuroja's raid? And also, like, I don't know if we've met before. If this is your first time here, welcome. It's so nice to have you. Do I seek a man named Hermes, or do I want to learn about Elpis? I want to learn about Elpis.
Well now, the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If she truly wished to be here, then she would be.
Right you are.
I did, yeah. Also, yeah, I came here from a previous raid. I believe Kuroja was playing Jackbox then? Yes, okay. I see. Oof. I'm just, man, I'm on cloud 9 right now, cause like heck. I really love like all of the storytelling that surrounded Shadowbringers and the Ascians and the Final Days and all of this stuff, and I'm just really I'm tickled that I get to see Emmett Selk's actual face as he was back then. It's unreal. And Hythlodaeus too.
My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion.
I did. Crazy eyes. Yeah, I love them. I want to know more about them too, actually.
We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work.
But here's the thing. It's like, if anybody in the stream right now was... let's see... was watching the story as it unfolded when we were, I'm blanking on his name. When we were battling Xenos on several different occasions. Occasionally his eyes would change, but they would change to red, and they would have a similar pattern. They would have a similar pattern to Hythlodaeus' purple eyes, or Emmett Selk's yellow ones, but they were red instead. And I wonder if there's some sort of a commonality there.
We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree? Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here.
Ah, welcome, Digital Deer. Like, and you are absolutely correct. Unreasonably
Welcome, my
pretty.
friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge. Elpis.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. The world unsundered. Holy heck. Look at this place. Look who it is. It's the dog.
This presence.
Cute.
Hermes! Visitors! We have visitors!
God, I love this zone. I'm in love with it already. It's her. It is. The testing ground of creation. Oh, Minecraft reference. Axolotls are totally a Minecraft invention. Right.
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
Oh, Emmett. Oh my gosh. Such a handsome boy. I love his brooding attitude. I just love it. I love it to pieces. Also, Emmett sounds delightfully grumpy as always, right? God, this place is amazing. Yeah, and don't forget, the Ascians, what they had at their disposal that we in the normal current world, they did a lot with creation magics. Tons of stuff with that. That's why this zone is what it is basically, it's them doing what they do. Create stuff. This is hardly my first time here, but the scenery never fails to take my breath away. Why, it feels as if you could reach out and touch the heavens. Now then, to begin our guided tour. Perhaps you already know these things, but for the sake of thoroughness, I shall start with the basics. Elpis is awesome. Just do remember, Emmett will end up founding a couple of fascist empires and wants to murder everything you know and love just to bring back a few dead friends. That's true. Oh, will they notice the sudden appearance of Nugs? Suddenly a Nugs. Yeah, but he and his boyfriend are cute, okay? That's true. That is very true. Using concepts to give shape to ether, creation magics allow us to bring forth anything we desire, be it inanimate objects or living things. Okay, so maybe it's not such an outlandish thing to see an ornately adorned chocobo appear out of thin air, because that is just expected here. And a tiny dragon, yes. Anyone might conceive of concepts, but they must all undergo evaluation at the Bureau of the Architect. As part of that process, living beings and certain arcane entities may be sent here to Elpis for in-depth observation and study. Heh, a fascinating facility, isn't it? I dare say you will enjoy touring it with us. Oh, this is fantastic. Now then, our friend Hermes. Aside from overseeing the facility, he also conducts his own research. Chances are he will be at the main observation hub, so let us seek him out there first. Question. What's the difference between a tiny dragon and a large lizard? That is a good question. In Final Fantasy lore, I'd imagine it would be that lizards are all dragonkin, I think. Because if you notice that, like, you know, when dragons attack things and stuff like that, like their horde, quote unquote, includes things like turtles and like all kinds of different stuff. Not like dragons that like you and I come to know, you know, or like, you know, look at or read in storybooks. All kinds of different stuff. Attitude, yep. Also that. That's true. There are dragon turtle things, yep. Like there was this particular, I think it's a trial or a duty, I can't remember which, I can't tell the difference to be honest. But it's this one thing, basically, it's a heavensward thing. It's a really long bridge or road or something like that. A dragon swoops in at the start of it, and then just stands there. And then there's a whole horde of beasts that it walks very slowly towards. Steps of Faith, yes. Steps of Faith is a good example. So basically, like, I think that particular thing really highlights the breadth of the I don't know what word can I use to describe this. I'm really in awe of where I am right now in Final Fantasy, so I'm trying to think of stuff, but I'm very distracted. The diversity of dragon kind is really highlighted in Steps of Faith. Attired as you are, however, you stand out a little too much. Our dear Emet-Selch wishes to keep a low profile for his errand, so... Do you know how to make a robe? A basic concept will do. No? In that case, Emet-Selch? No. Your whim, your responsibility. You're getting not another thimble of ether out of me. The way he scrimps sometimes, you'd think he wasn't a nigh bottomless font of magic. Very well, I shall make the robe, but perhaps you can assist. Come, let us search for the requisite material. God, I love this game so much. Speak with Hythlodaeus. Yes, these creatures should suffice. An etheric rope. I want you to use it to capture, shall we say, 2 Petaludi. There are 3 species here, I believe. Any 2 different kinds should serve. Now, I should mention that the strength of the rope is tied, no pun intended, to the strength of its user. As your ether is still thin compared to ours, you'll need to weaken the Petaludi first. Good luck. Oh, damn it, I didn't hit it. I was interrupted for some reason. Okay, so I didn't mean to kill it. Let's try again. Or do I need to capture... Okay, I need to capture it alive. So, let's try again. Who's to say those dragon turtles aren't Ishgardians who drank dragon blood, though? True. Travel back in time, first thing you gotta kill, butterflies. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it. There we go, there's one. I like the battle music, though. It's awesome. Here's 2. Alright, time for some Bed Dead redemption. Alrighty. Good night, Tozu. Have a good sleep, okay? May you dream of ringtails and onion rings. Yeah, killing that one just changed the timeline. The time cops will be coming for you. Yep. You've caught the Petaludi? Come, let us see. Yes, these fine fellows will do nicely. And now for a spot of reversion. There, it's ready. It's nothing fancy, but when we're trying not to stand out, try it on for size. Won't somebody be angry with us for using those creatures? Oh, it's fine. There's no one around to tell us off. And besides, we can always make more Petaludi. They need only a tiny amount of ether. It may take some effort to get the form and composition right, but anyone familiar with the concept should be able to manage. Well and good to disguise and educate it, but it won't fool anyone who can see worth a damn. Fair point. But at the very least, it should spare you unwanted attention from casual observers. We're basically torturing Emmett here. Emmett Selk speaks true. Even dressed like us, your unusual nature will be plain to those who think to look. Should someone question your presence, don't make up excuses, much less to explain what you actually are. No, best to simply say that you're a familiar. The question is, whose? Ah, of course, Azem's. If you say you belong to her, people will give you the benefit of the doubt for any and all outlandish behavior. Exploiting our associate's absence? For lack of her presence? Absolutely. Were she here, she'd have been the first to propose the idea, and you know it. With that, your story is settled. Let us continue with our errand. Alright, well, I think I'm going to put all of that stuff on. Okay, I'm wearing both of them apparently, but I can't see them. That's interesting. If you are ready, let us continue along the path of Anagnorisis. The place serves as an observation hub and residence both. Someone there should be able to point us in the direction of Hermes. Ah, okay, I think that was it. Yep, there we go. That's better. Wow, I'm an Asian. That's interesting. place is amazing. I was hoping for something more colorful, like being made of butterflies. Yep. And everyone just ignores the fact that I have a tiny dragon flying around me. Yes, can I help you? We wish to speak with Chief Hermes. Do you know where we might find him? Well now, by your mark, I assume you are one of the 14. I wasn't aware there was to be a visitation. Between you and us, it's something of a surprise. Your discretion in the matter would be appreciated. I see. My lips are sealed. The chief should be out conducting observations as usual. His focus of late has been aquatic creatures, so I expect you will find him at one of the pools here. The pools, you say? Many thanks, and apologies for disrupting your work. Hythlodaeus is a troublemaker indeed. Ahty made an Assian of herself. Wouldn't be the first time. Actually, it is the first time. I say, Hythlodaeus. While I've never met Hermes, you know him well. Do you not? That being the case, couldn't you simply find him by his ether? Aye, that I could. As you know, Emet-Selch and I can discern the color of souls. By the same token, we can also see ether quite keenly and from great distances. With this skill, I could readily locate Hermes, but I felt it would be a waste of an opportunity. We're here to perform an assessment, after all. By searching the ordinary way, we stand to gain insight into Elpis and the man in charge of it. Hi, Apollo. Welcome. How are you doing tonight? Ahty's soul is probably the color of butt. You're probably not wrong. I've been wrestling with my emotions all day. I'm sorry, Paula. Was Assetto Corsa, did that go well today? Unfortunately, I couldn't stop in because I was out of the house. This is as much for your own enjoyment, like as not, but point taken. If you're going to accompany us, make yourself useful and help us look for Hermes. According to his profile, he has short, dark hair. As you know, it's because we are in Elpis that we don't have our cowls up, a special exemption due to the need to be aware of dangerous creatures. Elsewhere, we do not exhibit our individuality. It's unseemly. This is all common sense, but I would not assume you possess any. It's a rare treat indeed to be able to search for someone by their appearance, and I thank you for humoring me. Come, let's find our man. Short, dark hair. Okay. Y'all remember Cat Chi from the Sky Pirates raid? There Cat Chi be. Love that raid series. I really enjoyed it too. I really enjoyed that. I want to do more raids. Mark my words. We're going to get 8 people together and we are going to do coils. I must do coils. It's so nice to see Cat Chi. Ah, Spriggans. They said that be near water. There's somebody with dark hair. But not the person I was looking for. Please wait with doing coils until there's data center travel. Yep. Absolutely. Somebody who wants to do them with us is making their way through the MSQ as we speak. But I think it's a level 50 dungeon. Or level 50 raid. So once he hits level 50, he is going to join us. Let's see. Where is this person? I think you can already do cross-world parties for that sort of thing. Yeah, but I think that it still needs to be in the data, like within like a particular region's data center. Doing cross data center, that doesn't come down the pipe until June. But it is coming and is very close. Yeah, like for instance, you know, if somebody like Corrosia is on Famfreet and I'm on Excalibur, so Corrosia can play with us when they want to, as well as, you know, the other way around. But if I wanted to play with some friends who are on like a different data center altogether, like Bunnycat, I can't. Not yet, anyway. And I will be very happy when I can. Here's Hermes. Okay.
Huh. You are...
a familiar.
Oh. Different. You're different too. You and me. We're alike. Friends. I want to be...
She's cute.
Wait. Please. Wait.
She's so cute.
Greetings and salutations. Can you hear me? Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, and know your thoughts. May we please be friends? May we please be friends?
Burb girl, best girl. Yes.
Ah, I see you found him.
Hythlodaeus. It's been a while. Too long, I think.
Too long indeed for close collaborators. On this blessed occasion, I bring not only myself, but others who long to speak with you.
You were of the convocation?
Hear, feel, think.
Emmett Selk at your service. Do I have the honor of addressing Hermes, Chief Overseer of Elpis?
You do. You have traveled far for it.
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity. Would that I didn't have to rely upon a guide.
Oh, you wound me. Have I not ever been an attentive and helpful friend? But moving along to more agreeable company, this one we chance to...
She's enamored. She's so
Well,
cute.
you
Oh my
certainly
god.
have her attention. Is she one of yours, Hermes?
Her name is Meteon. It means shooting star.
If I may make an observation, her ether is terribly thin. I fear she might dissipate at any moment. Nor do I believe you've made a submission to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
I haven't, as you say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing preliminary testing. But rest assured that I will attend in person ere long.
Very well. Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate that you are exacting in your work. I shall look forward to your submission.
If we have finished with the perfunctory chit-chat, I would discuss official matters. By my coming, I trust you already anticipate the subject.
I have an inkling, yes. Please wait to the main building yonder. I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their homes.
What's wrong, Hermes?
An amystoma is missing.
I may have found it. A creature with the self-same ether as those there, nestled in the boughs of a tree outside the grounds.
You're saying they can climb, with their sorry excuses for limbs?
The fashion has been to imbue aquatic creatures with the power of flight, ever since the words of Metron created a sky-swimming fish. The ambistomas too can fly, if only slightly, and they could conceivably climb a tree. Whether they can come down safely, however... Excuse me.
I'll help too.
And what are we supposed to do with this lot?
May I suggest we split up? If you would be so good as to assist Hermes, Emmett Selk and I shall keep an eye on these adorable creations in the meantime.
Interesting. Oh, what is that? Bird of Elpis. Interesting. The relative direction of the wind changing when the viewpoint moves is somewhat distracting. Yeah. I think that's probably a function of the game engine. Or whether desirable or undesirable, you know. What tree am I looking for? I'm gonna be attacked by one of these birds. Search for the adventurous Abystoma. I'm sure it's deliberate and accurate, but yes, it's attracting attention to itself, yep. Where is this Abystoma? Where is it? Yup. Turbid, welcome. Haven't seen you in a little while. How have you been? Good bean. I had a wild weekend. Oh, do tell. I'm a little pooped. Yeah, I think we both had an exciting weekend. I was at a LAN. What were you doing? Where is the Abystoma? He did say something about a tree, but like, you know, there's a tree here. Okay, I don't know where it is. I just don't. I can't. I went to a friend's new house on the island and I drank a lot of wine. Well, good for you. I hope you had fun. I see. Here it is. Need to know how to treat yourself, right? It was a good time. Spoiler, the ocean is real cold at the moment. I can imagine. It seems Hermes and Meteon have found their quarry, a creature known in this age as an Abystoma. Yet though it has been safely extricated from the tree, Hermes appears to have found himself in quite a predicament. The Abystoma. Hermes saw it high up in the tree. He climbed up to get it, but it jumped on him and he slipped. Do you need a hand? No, I'm fine, if a little embarrassed. Now, for your own safety, please stand back. Ugh. Hermes, are you all right? Quite all right, yes. My apologies for making you worry, Meteon. Both you and her... Ahty Squeegee, you recall. An intriguing name, somehow reminiscent of a new creation. Thank you for coming after me. As for you, little one, you must be more careful. You may be able to fly, but it doesn't mean you cannot fall and hurt yourself. Oh no, I had forgotten all about its fellows. Truly? What a relief. I must thank Emetzelk and Hythlodaeus when I return to them. But first, with the distractions out of the way, they just recently invented the window squeegee. Grandpa! As Chief Overseer of Elpis, permit me to welcome you to our facility. I hope you will enjoy your time here. The Abystoma stares at you unflinchingly, as if regarding something novel. Regarding it in turn, you notice it appears to be floating, if ever so slightly. I'm glad they're safe, Hermes and the Abystoma. Well, we mustn't keep the others waiting. Let us return to Anagnoresis. My apologies for the trouble. Owing to your kind assistance, all the Abystomas are safe and well. One moment, folks. Alrighty, sorry about that. Oof. I will presently send them back to their space. If you would go on ahead to the main building. Upon entering, you will see a table and chairs, a meeting area. We may speak there. Very well. Take care not to let the creature slip away again. Ah, just Eric. Hello. Doing pretty well. Finally made it back from the LAN. And just kind of winding down the weekend with some Final Fantasy. How are you doing tonight? Flower, welcome. How are you doing? There we go. A shout out for Jess. Doing all right, just setting up to stream myself. Oh, you're starting up. Excellent. Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. Are you going to be doing some more Mad Max tonight, or are you going to be doing something else? To go to the main building. Mad Max and maybe a game called 12 Minutes. I have not heard of that. I wonder if I can attune to this. I can. Excellent. Gosh, this game is fantastic. It's so pretty. Oof. It's about being trapped in a time loop and trying to change outcomes. Interesting. And actually somewhat ironic, because we literally just went back in time to get to this area. That's really interesting. I'll have to check that. I'll have to check that out.
This appears to be the place. And here is where we part ways. We will be discussing highly sensitive affairs. Only a select few may be privy to such knowledge, and that does not include someone who cannot or will not divulge their origins. What? Will I have to remove you by force?
There are reasons I cannot speak freely.
Let's hear them then, these reasons of yours. Who knows? If I deem your mysterious cause worthy, I may even be inclined to offer my assistance.
I do not object to her attendance.
It's like $14 on Game Billet if you want it cheaper, since it is $25. It does sound intriguing. I'm gonna have to check it out. I will have to check it out first.
Hermes, this is highly irregular.
Oh, Emmett, quit being a stick in the mud.
Perhaps. But I believe she can be trusted. Meteon would not have taken to her so quickly otherwise. Moreover, The presence of a third party may help me to maintain composure.
As you wish, then. Behave yourself. Do you hear?
Behave yourself. Wow. Thanks, Emmett. I'll either be playing tonight or tomorrow, so I can let you know how I like it. Okay. That sounds good. I have an off night tomorrow, so chances are I will be haunting your stream.
So, it's finally happened, then.
Aye. Van Daniel has declared his intention to step down, and named you as his preferred successor. In recognition of your knowledge and your works, the Convocation is giving the recommendation due consideration.
Lol, I haven't heard haunting yet. Well, I mean, I do lurk quite a bit of streams, so I guess I'm your friendly neighborhood chat ghost.
As one who does not know you personally, I am to use my impartial eye to take your measure.
FNCG? I'm usually pretty good at acronyms, but that one I'm at a loss. I'm sorry.
And above all else, to ascertain your disposition towards the invitation.
Okay. Friendly neighborhood chat ghost. I should have gotten that. I really should have gotten that. I kind of feel a little dumb right now. I am tired, though. I might have an excuse.
I understand that you and Van Daniel are close. He himself was once chief overseer of Elpis, after all. I should not be surprised if you knew before anyone else that he wished to relinquish his office.
I did. He told me that when he fulfilled his purpose, he wished to pass the torch to me.
A torch you seem none too pleased to accept. Are you so averse to serving on the Convocation?
I like acronyms. Okay. I like them too, but the ones I like usually have a curse or two hidden inside them. Well, I hope you have a good stream. I'm going to head and do mine. Okay. Take care, Jess. Have a great stream, okay? Those eyes are hauntingly bright yellow, right?
No, it's not that. For a humble researcher like myself to even be considered is an honor beyond words. No. What troubles me, what I struggle to come to terms with, is the very fact that Van Daniel is stepping down. Does this not mean that he will return to the Star?
Of his own volition, yes, like so many others have before him.
Return to the Star? Does that mean die?
Well now, that's not a word I hear often. Is that what you say here in Elpis? Mankind is the life of Atheris. Each of us, a drop of blood flowing through its veins, bearing sustenance. In our finite time upon it, 'tis our duty to make it a better place, that all who call it home, now and in future, may abide in happiness. To that end,
we have dedicated ourselves to the pursuit of enlightened creation. And by our efforts did we transform this once untamed wilderness into the peaceful paradise you enjoy today. To return to the star whence we came is a privilege afforded to we who have so loved and nurtured it. A choice embraced by those who have lived their lives to the fullest, in service to our world. And when they depart upon this journey, it is beautiful, always.
The 14 are no exception. 'Tis believed no occasion is more felicitous than the fulfillment of one's duty. Our office becomes our lives, and to retire is to return, or so the majority of us hold. Some few have elected to eschew custom. Mayhap you feel Fandaniel's deeds do not warrant his return. Yet you should know his accomplishments as well as any. During his time, he conceived of countless outstanding concepts. And channeling the wealth of experience he attained here in Elpis, he brought forth many new specimens.
I know of all this. I do. It's just, I cannot fathom why someone so great and wise, who could still do so much good, would want to end it all. Oh no, I've made her upset. Forgive me. I know I requested your presence. Might I trouble you to take Meteon outside? A change of scenery would do her good.
I'm sorry, Ahty. I didn't mean... A walk? Perhaps we can go for a walk? Hermes gets sad when he thinks about death. When others are sad, I'm sad too. That's how I am. How he made me. But don't worry, I'm fine now. So, why did you come here? You want to learn about Elpis and Hermes? Oh, teach you. I can teach you. We could take turns. I tell you something, then you tell me something. Sounds like fun. It will be. Where to start? Ah, yes. Let's talk about Memnon. He should be near the Aethra. I'm not good at explaining, but Memnon is. So I'll have him explain instead. Go this way. Oh, she's so cute. And what have we here? Though you look like a person, you have the ears and tail of a beast. I assume you are a familiar like Medion. Is there something you need? This is Ahty. Could you teach her about Elpis? Ah, a newly arrived familiar, is she? Very well. I should be glad to introduce our fair facility to her. As you know, it is mankind's duty to make the star a better place. As part of this duty, we employ creation magics to bring forth new life. However, we cannot simply release our works into the world, for it would lead to chaos. No, any and all life forms must undergo extensive testing to determine their fitness to exist, testing which is conducted here in Elbis. Every candidate is subjected to rigorous study, in which we identify their properties, surmise what habitats might be suitable, and speculate as to the effects they may have on the environment and other species. Should it be judged a beneficial addition to the star, it will be allowed to take its place in the world. The two of you, too, were created with the hope of making the star a better place. So heed your masters well and be good, do you hear? We will, Memnon, we will. Thanks for the lesson. You had a turn, now I get a turn. Where did you come from? From a place facing a great threat. There's such a place? I had no idea. But this place is important to you. I can feel it. Oh, my power. I haven't told you about it. A creation. Let's find a creation. One not being watched. Then I'll explain my power. It's the angry hornbill, or the angry shoebill. That's funny. Oh, this creation is perfect. But I don't remember seeing it before. Perhaps it's new? Anyway, I'll try reading its mind. That's my power. I can't read it. Or maybe there's nothing to read? Wait, please wait. I'll try again. With you this time. Uh-oh. Greetings. Can you hear me? This is my power. I can read the emotions of those around me and project my emotions to others in return. I am not actually speaking to you in your mind. Rather, you are converting my emotions into words and intention, a process performed subconsciously by intelligent life forms. This ability is vital to my mission, for it allows me to interact with intelligent beings even should they communicate via unknown languages or other nonverbal means. As a consequence, I am clumsy at speaking. Yet though I struggle to express myself in this fashion, Hermes wants me to speak as much as possible, for everyone has thoughts and feelings that they may wish to hide. I harbor an affection for you, one that is difficult to define. Aside from the fact that you share common traits with us, your thoughts are complex, prismatic. They draw me in and leave me wanting to know more. Out of respect for your privacy, I will refrain from using my power when speaking with you. Nevertheless, I want you to know I wish to be your friend. Did you hear me? Good. Now it's my turn again. So what are you good at? fighting. Oh, fighting. That must mean you're strong. Hermes is strong too, but he doesn't like to fight, even when creations fight him. Uh-oh, the bird turned. That bird, oh my god. I think we might be bothering it. Let's keep going. We'll go and see Ahty next. She's usually in a small building, one on the west road. Nope, that's the wrong one. Here we go. Well, well, if it isn't Medion. I see you brought a friend today. Greetings, Ahty. An apple. Could you make me an apple? The kind Hermes likes, covered in syrup. I want to share it with Ahty. Oh, candied apple? Hermes is certainly partial to them, but you know you can't eat Medion. You weren't made to do so. But I like to. But I like it too. It may seem that way, but it's due to your ability to share others' feelings. You've taken Hermes' likes for your own. In any case, I can't prepare an apple right now, but I'll bring one for Hermes soon, I promise. I'm sorry, Ahty. I wanted to show you my favorite thing. Then I could ask about yours, but I failed. Tell her what you like. Okay. Oh, that's what you like? Yes, I can feel it. Your joy and happiness. And it makes me happy too. Thanks for sharing it with me, Ahty. Well, we've walked and talked a lot. Maybe Hermes has finished talking too. Shall we go and see? There you are. I can see the fresh air has done Medion good. Ahty wanted to learn about you and Elpis, so I taught her. About this place, about my power, about your favorite food. I'm not sure if that last one will be of any use. But I do appreciate your keeping Medion company. While you were away, I finished speaking with our guests. Finished? Hardly. You requested time to consider the invitation, so we have no choice but to occupy ourselves with an inspection of your work. My apologies. It has been decided that Emetsilk and Hythlodaeus will accompany me as I tend to my duties. If you wish to learn more, perhaps you would like to come too? I'm compelled to remind you that she is in no way associated with the convocation. We simply chanced to meet at the Propylion. I think that's how you say that anyway. There is no guarantee that the matters we discuss will remain private. I do not mind. I see the joy her presence brings Medion. I cannot imagine our mysterious friend harbors malicious intent. Ahty is kind. Really, truly. She taught me as much as I taught her. You're coming, of course, to watch Hermes? You're bound to learn lots and lots. Just let me check one thing real quick. Somebody's here with a pet named Chewy. Interesting. I love their chocobo, though. That is cool. Well, okay, so I think probably right around now is a good time to stop. I gotta get in the bed because I am wiped from today. Oh, such a full day, but holy heck. So I already have an idea on who I'd like to raid. You saw Jaseric in the chat earlier, just before she started up her stream. She's playing Mad Max. And she's actually a friendo that I met through Untouchable Face, who also frequents the stream every now and then. She's actually really cool, and hanging out with her this past PDX LAN, but there was a few weeks ago, was a real treat. I've been following her for quite a while, and she's not new to streaming. So I like to raid her once in a while, and I think tonight would be a great time to do that. So, I think that is going to be it for me. The next time I'm going to be streaming is actually Tuesday. We're going to get back into Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm really anxious to move the story along there, too. We're in Machna Forest, and it's a really interesting place, actually. Good night, Turbid. But y'all, please stick around for the raid. Jess is actually really cool, and I think y'all would like her. She's playing I think the latest Mad Max game. I was watching her play it earlier today, and actually looks pretty interesting and pretty expansive and stuff. And I think y'all would enjoy it. So let's see. Get that raid started. There we go. Perfect. Yep, so next time I'm streaming is Tuesday, 6 p.m. PST, Xenoblade Chronicles. It should be pretty fun and pretty chill. I hope to see all of you there. My schedule this week is going to be more normal. So Tuesday, I already talked about. Then I'm going to be streaming Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as usual. But with the addition of Pokemon on Saturday morning, which will be fun. But anyway, that is going to be it for me. Thank y'all so much for coming. It really means a lot that y'all come by and hang out with me. I love sharing this game with y'all, and tonight was amazing. It was just truly amazing. Alrighty. So I hope everyone sleeps well when you get there. Please stick around for the raid. Show Jaseric all the love. I know y'all can do it. And until then, see you Tuesday. Take care, folks. Have a great night.